Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now, I want to share with y'all something, excuse me, that, that I'm having to work through on my experience, and I'm pretty sure others, go through this too. Matter of fact, I heard a few other people, matter of fact, I heard my brethren on the shout out to my brethren on the Free in the Mind channel. Y'all check his channel out. Very nice about the crystals and stuff. But like about feeling abundance and about how much we have problems receiving things from people. And I'm pretty sure some of you out there probably have that, that same situation, that same quote unquote struggle, you know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, even now, I'm pretty sure if you look at me with my business, it's like, reason why it hasn't shot out the roof in essence in a financial way, in a ways it should have already is because of that, you know, like not wanting to receive, like just super humble. Like matter of fact, even down to now, and I had that discussion with somebody earlier, where even now, where I don't have a typical 9 to 5, and I should be charging. Like, I should have a Patreon set up, making people pay to watch videos, and have my jewelry priced a little higher because matter of fact I'm under pricing on shipping things of this nature, but it's because of that niceness of the soul, you know what I'm saying, that super humbleness. But at the same time, it's like, it's making me give too much in essence and not getting enough back. And it's something, you know what I'm saying, like where I felt, and I made an older video about that, where I feel like I was some type of yogi or monk that, renounced all the worldly material things. And maybe I had that type of lifestyle a lot back, in past lives, and that's why it's just so instilled in me. But, and two, what else I got from it too, though, is that I was probably somebody so shy, like people who they know they're not gonna pay you back, and they so shysty, they like, nah, don't do that for me because I'm not gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like not wanting to receive anything because they know they're not trying to give back. But that's not the case for me. You know what I'm saying? Because even in my older vibration, when I was more in my ego, of course I may have been, because I didn't really have that connection of knowing money could flow like that. But even still, I wasn't, like, all right, nah, I ain't gonna take. Nah, I would have some days like back in the day where, all right, I'm not ready to pay in this moment. So you know what? You could just keep whatever it is. I don't always say that, so it will be up to that person. Like, hey, I don't have nothing to give you back, and so if you want to give it to me, it's cool. But but even with that mind frame, it's like I just still have that problem receiving. Matter of fact, I want to say that don't even want to say that no more because I don't have a problem receiving. Everything is good, but I do, that struggle pops in. Though realistically, though, that struggle do pops into my experience, and like I know I've did like a past life clearing where I like, matter of fact, use obsidian, and it was like I renounce any type of like oath I took of like giving up worldly things. I renounced that. Like I, did that. But it's just something that just wants me to just give. Like it's more about the vibration of give. Like I said, it's not about like being geeky, like, oh, I don't want to give nobody nothing, so let me not receive. But it's just something about not wanting to receive anything. And two, I think, in which, and I tell people too, because I practice in what you preach, it's somewhat of me, but it's not purposely trying to make things hard. But it is that problem with receiving and asking people for help. You know, that's two things I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? As far and just feeling the abundance, knowing that I'm worth, knowing that I should charge so much for some of my jewelry, knowing that I should, charge so much for my videos and this and that. Because matter of fact, like I said in one of my other videos, like this free game anyway, and I'm going studying, spending all my time, I gotta have some type of revenue to sustain myself to do more videos, or else I just be put myself out there to you like, well, universal frequencies at, and I'm just laying in the corner, trying like a little fish out of water, because I done gave too much of my energy and just, so that's one thing too. And in the advice for people, that may be dealing with that, man, it's just about, just knowing our worth. Matter of fact, that's where the stones for abundance help. I tell people they're not about like having citrine and stuff like that. It's not gonna just make money come to you. It puts you in that vibrational state of feeling like you are abundance, and therefore it attracts abundance to you. But that's why the emerald stone, matter of fact, that I just sold today that I barely want to let go of. That stone really helped me with loving myself, dealing with money, and dealing with abundance, like knowing that I'm worth the material I'm putting out, and that I should tax the right amount. When I say tax, but I should put the right price, because I started thinking about it and looking at people who charge $100 or $50 for some of the things that I'm selling is kind of like the same thing, and I'm putting a lot of love into it, taking my time with it, even down to my videos and my information. Like, I'm sitting down reading books, and studying. So, it is worth it. Matter of fact, and that's how so humble I am that I be forgetting to always, like, how my brother Rich on the UGR channel, ending each video with, don't forget about the PayPal, and, but even that is like, it's like a feeling of, like, I don't know, it's just like I said, super humbleness, but not wanting to receive. So, that's one thing if you're going through that, you know, that's one of the things that I know I'm going through. So if you can relate, it's just about, just moving into that abundant feeling, knowing our worth, knowing that, we deserve everything that, that we get, and more in some cases, because we pushing back our blessings in essence, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, like the Bridget Supernova Slime said, we blessing blocking ourselves. We out here blessing blocking ourselves, and then as we blessing blocking ourselves, we thinking it's some outside stuff, and it's just our own mind frame. Because sometimes when money gets slow from, I'm like, I wonder what I did, but nah, it's just that in a battle of feeling like you're not worthy. You know what I'm saying? That's pushing the money away from you in the situation. But it's just, getting in that feeling of abundance and knowing that you are worth it, you know. And like I say, and if you feeling like it's, because that's what I had to do. It was feeling like it was just too instilled in me, so I had to, like I renounce any like older little, like I say, any oats or whatever I made. I renounce any of that. You know what I'm saying? Renounce, however you say it. I denounce any of those oats, like, and like I said, and I thought about it, I'm like, because I know how, on the receiving end, where it's like, when you don't want to give out, it's like, I don't want nothing, because I ain't giving nothing back. But I'm like, nah, it's not that. Because matter of fact, I give people, man, I done gave people stuff where, where I could charge a lot of money for, I done gave for free. So I'm like, it's not really that, what is it? You know, but it's just knowing your point blank period is just knowing your word. Matter of fact, and the moral to the story is, know your own worth. Whatever you putting out, whatever products, whatever services, whatever, know your worth. You giving out some precious. Matter of fact, your time is, time is energy. Money is energy. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, I know with my braces, if anything I'm charging you for is for sitting there for that time, sitting in one place messing with. Because I love doing arts and crafts, but after it start getting a little lengthy in time, and I'm like, I'd rather be reading a book or doing a YouTube video right now. It's like, all right, you gotta have some type of compensation for your energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a bus to get here. That's energy. You got expenses for the bus ride. That's another thing too, as far as advice for people that I talked about in one of my older videos. As far as like if you're starting a jewelry business or any business, keep up with your finances, with your expenses, like how much money you're putting out, how much you need to get this supplies, to ride the bus to go get the supplies, how much your phone bill costs to keep things going, how much your internet bill, you know what I'm saying? Like all that go into, you know what I'm saying, like, into your business, and keeping up with that helps for you to build, because Two, having that type of information is how you could also, use credit. I know people like, oh, Babylon credit. If you can use it in a responsible manner and way, it could very well work to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? But you know, getting them expenses and stuff like that together is a good approach as far as like when you're starting your business. But again, you know, with us people who we just like just not receive, just we gotta learn how to receive. We all worth it. The reason why these people out here that's thriving with their business because they know their worth. You know what I'm saying? They might wrap up a little small crystal and be like, it's $100. And I'm joking and exaggerating, but in essence, you gotta, put it out there. If you feel that that's what your time was worth or whatever the case may be, then put it out there. Matter of fact, I know brethren with books, you know what I'm saying? They may not be known authors to everybody, but shit, they book $100, and they like shit, either I know my worth, like I got some good stuff in this book, and either you want it or you don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things too, is just having that feeling and knowing. And another thing I guess where that comes from is being so humble. You don't want your confidence to come off as cocky. And I think that's why another reason why I kind of, cockiness is just like, to me, it's like, I don't want to be that person. It just don't, So I'm trying to find that right balance of confidence and humbleness. I think that's the matter of fact, that's the best way to put it. And like I said, I'm speaking in my experience and giving examples of what I'm dealing with, but I think it's learning how to be humbly confident in what I do. So I'm not walking around cocky like, oh yeah, all this work, yeah, it's worth something, but humbly. So you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to like get on my chest like you better pay $100 for this book, or you better, like, and not that the other people that charge that much have that mind frame on that level, but it is about that confidence. Because guess what? This stuff selling no matter what price it is, because is we manifest things with our thoughts. So matter of fact, and that's where I've been realized. I'm like, as I'm having this little back and forth with this, this confidence level with abundance, and I'm seeing it play out. I'm seeing the up and downs play out in my face, and I know what's going on. I'm like, I just gotta tighten up this situation, because sometimes it's like the money just come in, it's like, whoo, like, bro, I could, like, think about, like, I have some days where I'm like, bro, if every day was like this, I'd make so much of money, like, I'd be nice. But then somewhere along the line, the confidence kind of fall back, and I get too super humble, and then it's like, man, where all the abundance went, man. Matter of fact, and you'll see me like try to uh like I sometimes make a break and see knowing my work, because sometimes and that's the thing too, like where I bring a price down just to like like, all right, I need some revenue right now, but that's because I get into that mode of where I done not feeling confident, and then feeling too humble, and then that abundance kind of slows up, and it's like, all right, wait, wait. But again, from my experience, and if you're going through the same thing, you just gotta be confident. And if you don't like the cockiness about it, then you still gotta be confident with your humbleness. Then if you're gonna be humble, then be confident about it. Know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm still working on this, and I always tell everybody in most of all my videos, man, it's a growth. I'm constantly growing just as much as y'all viewing and thinking I'm a master teacher. Hey, like, oh, I'm still growing. We all still growing. Even the master teachers who I'm learning stuff from still growing. Reason why I'm learning from them because they know they still got room to grow. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you don't want to be learning from nobody that know it all. Unless you just know you're dealing with source itself. Unless you know that human being is walking, talking source, which we all are in essence whenever we connected. But it's a whole different topic. But just being confident, and dealing with that. It's all right to receive things. It's all right if somebody like, bro, I just want to donate $1,000 to you. You're like, oh no, man. And that's the thing, like knowing that you could use it and that you're really looking for, but it's like, oh no, man, just trying to be too humble. It's like, nah, man, I could use it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just be confident and humble, humble with the confidence. If you want to be humble, it's up to you. But I'm just speaking from my experience into, people who may have that, that super humble vibe to them, to where, they're always just pushing away, gifts that they should be receiving. But that's about it. As a matter of fact, and so with that being said, as the end of the video, peace. And don't donate because of like the way I just put this like on because one thing I don't it's not no egotistical rant of like feeling superior or asking for a handout on that level, you know what I'm saying? But it's just me moving into what I just finished talking about, knowing my work. So again, if you enjoy my videos, you enjoy the information, things of this nature, I do have a PayPal link at the bottom in the caption area of this video, and I do have, let's see, where is it? I forgot what side. But if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on a computer, I do have the PayPal link too, where it has my Instagram box and Twitter box, all that. It has the PayPal link also. I'm burping right now because, matter of fact, I just learned that too about you should drink water before you eat, not after. Not say not after, but it shouldn't be during while you eating. I was a little thirsty while I was eating. I had the munchies. And I'm growing. But peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, y'all. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now. Peace.